Hi friends, Susan Campfield here with SueStampfield.com. Welcome to my stamp room. Come on in, we're going to create together. We're going to make a card. I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm excited. Oh, got things all moved around. I'm still getting settled in. I'm still getting there. Got one last piece of furniture that needs to be built, and it got slightly delayed because of Crafternoon and all the Crafternoon excitement and tasks that I needed to do. Got my shirt on. Oh shoot! What did I just hit? Hang on. So I pulled up a dictionary. I don't even know how I did. I didn't even know I had a dictionary. Spread kindness like wildflowers. Yay! You are all amazing at that. Thank you for making and sending handmade cards. You are absolutely making the world a kinder place with every card that you send. So thank you so much. If you participated in my monthly class called Crafternoon, which means you placed a qualifying order last month, I got a packet in the mail to make the card with me this past Saturday. That tutorial was emailed out last night. Also, if you're one of my Stampfield Stars team members, that tutorial was emailed out to you. The blog post with the tutorial is now up, just as in like moments ago. It is now up. And if you subscribe to my emails, subscribe to my blog posts, you will get an email it's going to go out at 8 p.m. So you can go ahead and pop over to SueStampfield.com if you want to see it before then, but otherwise it should show up in your inbox sometime after. It'll start sending at 8 p.m. and it takes a little while to get to everybody, but it will be on its way to you. Free project sheets. I do email out free project sheets that match up with many of my videos. The next one is the Splendid Autumn window card, which I've had a lot of requests for. It's coming. It's coming. It's in process. It'll be coming out later this week. Yeah, that's the plan. So, yay, let's make a card together, friends. I'm going to dive right into, where am I going? Right here. Let's go to the camera. Let's go to my desk. Yay. Okay, we're going to make a card. So I've been in the process of redoing my whole craft room, stamp room, stamp land, Sue Stampfieldville, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And it's been a labor of love, and I'm loving how it's coming out. I'm still have some stuff that needs to be dealt with that are in piles elsewhere. I only want to bring good stuff in. So I'm getting to that. But one of the fun things was I ran across a box, a tub actually, full of back when I used to have technique classes in my house every month. We would do a technique. We would make a card, then we make a mini card. The idea was that you could then put it in a page. Oh, wait, let's make this go away. Hang on. I got a banner in my way. Ah, there we go. So anyway, the idea was then you could take these things, put them in a page protector, and you'd have this technique book. Yeah, mine got dumped in a tub. So I was like, oh, what is in this? And I'm like, oh, this is kind of a treasure trove. So I thought it'd be fun for us to recreate some of these fun folds. So we're going to make this, or they're not all fun folds, they're different techniques and whatnot. So this one happens to be a fun fold, which is a type of technique, right? So we're going to go ahead and make the center slide easel card. Now this was made with really old paper. Don't even remember the name of this. This was quite a few years ago. No clue. But the idea is that the card opens in the middle and there's a little stand there so that it can be an easel, and it stands for display. So we're going to make this with some updated products. You guys ready? So I'm ready. Let's do it. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I know we've got lots of creative people here, so we'll figure it out. Okay, so this is the Regal Flora paper, Designer Series paper, and it is excuse me, that's not what it's called, Susan. Back up the bus. Whew, I am a little tired, friends. I put my heart and soul into Crafternoon and the Crafternoon projects, and I've been burning the candle at all ends right here just so I could get this tutorial done and up to you. So I apologize in advance if I am a little groggy because I am a little sleep deprived. Okay, we're going to look at the Regal Winter Designer Series paper, which is part of the Regal Winter suite, like the Regal Flora bundle. Okay, there, I got there in the end. Oh man alive. Okay, so let's take a look at this pretty paper. So this is one of the floral patterns, and then on the back we have the wild wheat, like a plaid, like a wild wheat plaid. And so it looks like, to me, this is a little bit fallish, right? Could be masculine. Would actually make a cute one of those origami shirt cards. Anyway, that one, and then this absolutely gorgeous floral. And the back side of this one is, I don't know if that's real red or cherry cobbler. Hang on, hold the phone. Let me just investigate fully here. Let's grab our package and see what it says. That is cherry cobbler. So cherry cobbler, which is really, really pretty. It's like, that one's kind of like a Victorian wallpaper almost, isn't it? But I love this floral. You guys, we might have to use this floral. I think that's my favorite. This is another floral that is with wild wheat. So just a different look with yellows and golds. And then on this side is, ooh, pretty, pretty. This is a pretty peacock, a plaid. How fun is that? Also could be good for masculine cards or wintry, warm flannel shirt kind of weather cards, right? And then we have this one, which is Eggplant Envy, another beautiful floral. And on the back, we've got another pretty peacock pattern. That's kind of a mottled. Maybe it could be a floral, but really looks more like almost like a sponged wallpaper effect. And yeah, it's just so striking. It's just so rich and elegant. And then this beautiful blue pattern, blue floral here. Got purple in it too. Where's my purple fans? And then on the back, we've got Eggplant Envy, so more purple. And then this one, which is, I think it says it's Night of Navy. And I actually used these two together on one of the Crafternoon cards. And on the back of this is that same floral? Okay, hang on a second. I got to grab my catalog. We got to investigate this a little further. Why do I have two? Hang on. So I'm confused. Like I said, I'm a little sleep deprived here, so maybe it's me. These are the same, right? These are the same. They're the same? They're not the same. Oh, look at that. Okay, so they're really similar, but this one has Eggplant Envy flowers, where this one, I think they're all cherry cobbler. So super similar, but slightly different. Okay, I was really confused. I thought, is my pack wrong or what's happening here? Okay, we have sorted it out, friends. It is, it's such a pretty pattern that they gave us extra sheets of that. And I, for one, am really happy about that. So yeah, here it is right here. So those two match up, Okay, we found all the patterns. So for Crafternoon, I used these two, as I mentioned, together. So our Crafternoon fold this time is the flip flap window card. So we've got a little hidden enclosure up in the corner here. You tug on the front of the card, the front of the flip flap, and it opens it up to reveal a window inside. And you can see I used these pretty patterns. This one on the back side of the flip flap, and over here on the inside of the card. And this stamp image is right out of the stamp set, of course. So that is the flip flap one. We're going to, is Eggplant a new or old color? Oh, did I? I did it again. This is so embarrassing, you guys. Okay, I've been a demonstrator for forever. Well, not forever. For 27 fantastic, fabulous years. And I occasionally, when I'm tired, will slip in an old color name and say the wrong name. And that is probably exactly what I did. This is not. Oh my gosh, you can't make it up. In the last video, I called Balmy Blue Bashful Blue, which hasn't been around forever. And apparently in this one, I just called this Eggplant Envy, and it's actually Blackberry Bliss. I am so sorry, you guys. Oh my goodness. I swear I have water in my mug. I'm not drinking wine. Maybe I should be. Maybe that would help. Oh goodness. All right, deep breath, Susan, deep breath. All right, we're going to use this one. Well, actually, we could use either one. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's go with just two choices. So we want a pretty floral pattern for our center panels, and then maybe something a little more solid for our outside panels. All right. So what do you guys think here? So I'm thinking we pair this one up with a pretty peacock for the sides. Maybe this one, maybe this plaid. Pair those two up. Or we pair this one up with, I gotta find it. It's hiding here somewhere. This one with the Eggplant Envy. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, one or two, friends. Which one should we make? Sorry, Debbie. Debbie's like, oh, there's a new color that came out that I missed. No, Debbie, it's an old color. That was similar but different from Blackberry Bliss, so I'm so sorry. Oh, look at my purple fans are here to represent. I'm seeing a lot of ones. Oh, but we're getting quite a few twos as well. Yeah, the ones are totally like taking the cake here. All right, we're going to go with number one. So we will set this one aside. And we're going to go, so we're going Eggplant Envy. Let's see how many times I can say it wrong. That time I said it wrong. We're going with, seriously, oh my gosh, you guys. Blackberry Bliss. Blackberry Bliss, Susan. Blackberries, big juicy blackberries. Come on, Blackberry Bliss. Oh my heavens to Betsy. All right, we're going to have a bumpy ride tonight, friends. You got your water? I hope you do. All right, we are going to grab the handy dandy paper trimmer right here, and we are going to cut our card base. All right, I'm going to pop this up just a little higher so you can see what the heck is going on. Oh gosh. All right, hold on. I'm going to grab my dimensions so I don't mess anything up. So talk amongst yourselves. Be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. So my printer, so the desk, I told you that one desk I have, it's in a box in the hall that needs to be built. It's actually a table for my printer. My printer is still living in my bedroom. It really needs to come back in this room so that I have my measurements. All right, I will show those at the end, but I'm going to lay them back here for a reference. And then our wonderful moderator, Mary Nass. Hey, Mary, how's it going? Who is hanging in the comments and got these measurements about 2 minutes before we went live. Is okay, maybe it wasn't that bad. It was maybe 10 minutes. Is going to be dropping them in the comments for you if you're watching live on YouTube. All right, we're going to go ahead and cut our card base. It is 5.5 by 8.5. And we're going to score that at 4 1/4. So far, same, right? Making a horizontal card here. 5.5 by 8.5, score at 4 1/4. Okay. Yeah, Elegant Eggplant is a super old color. This color is called Blackberry Bliss. Oh, Susan, I tell you guys. All right, can't make it up. Now we are going to make 2 internal cuts. And I'm saying this very slowly so that I remember and don't mess it up. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to be cutting this, and I'm going to be stopping when I get to the score line right here. Okay. So when I intersect that score line, I want to stop cutting. So we're going to make 2 cuts. We're going to start by putting the 5.5 inch side of our card into the trimmer. And we're going to slide the right side over to, wait, actually, what are we doing here? Okay, we'll slide the left side over to the 1¼ inch mark. Okay, no, that's wrong. Is that wrong? That's wrong. We will slide the left the left edge over to the 1½ inch mark of our paper that is not Eggplant Envy. And we're going to cut that all the way down, and we're going to stop when we get to that intersecting score line. So what I'm looking for here is on the side of my paper trimmer, there's a little line, and that line represents where the blade is. And if I stop that line right when I get to the intersect that score line, then that is right where it'll stop cutting. Okay. So we have this one little flappy dude right here. Ooh, I didn't press hard enough. And now we're going to cut the other side. So we're going to slide it over to 4 inches. So we did this one at 1½. Now we're sliding to 4 inches. Let me just double check my directions. Yes, that is correct. And then we're going to slide this. Same deal. We're going to slide this all the way to my score mark. Okay. And cut that second flappy piece. All right. So we've got 2 flappy pieces. Yay for flappy pieces. We're going to go ahead and fold this all down and just give it a good crease with our bone folder. I'm going to flip the whole business over. Give it a crease on the back side with that bone folder. Sometimes when you press real hard with your bone folder, it can make kind of a shiny mark. So I like to do that on the back side. So here's what we have so far, right? This piece, we are going to fold in half. Now you can score it, but you also can just fold it up, just like I've flipped it out, and I'm going to fold it up to that score line right there. Okay. And I'm going to give that a crease. All right. So this part is going to be our center easel. And these 2 pieces, we're actually going to glue them down. So let's go ahead and grab our adhesive right here. And we're going to stick this down. I'm going to bring this down a little bit because then I can see your comments better. And maybe I don't want to see your comments. You're going, Susan, you are crazy. Oh, goodness. No, not crazy. Just a little sleep deprived. I'm going to trim this off because I did a poor cutting job here. All right, let's sweep that off. All right, so I've got some adhesive on here. We're going to just glue these side panels down. All right. Now they're out of our way, and we're ready to decorate our card. So let's do it. We're going to bring in, how did I lose the paper? Oh, found it. Seriously. Seriously. Okay, I found it, friends. It's all good. It's all good. All right, we're going to go ahead and cut this. This one is going to be cut at 4 inches by 1¼ and I need 2 of those. Okay, these will be the side panel decorations. And with this 1¼ you can go either side. There's a 1½ inch, actually 1¾ inch ruler. Oh, is it 1½? Sorry, 1½ inch ruler on this side as well. So you can pick your favorite. All right, 1¼ inch right there in our Blackberry, say it with me, friends, Blackberry Bliss cardstock, not Eggplant Envy. All right, so there we go. And here is the, oh, I cut it wrong. All right. Deep breath, Susan, deep breath. 1¼ inch, not 1 inch, 1¼ inch. Okay. Okay, that looks so much better. All right. Let's see how we're going here. How are we going? I hesitate to ask. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut our pattern for the center. All right. So our center pattern is going to be 1 7/8 by 2 1/4. So let me just do my math here. So this will be the 2 1/4 inch width. So if your pattern that you're using is directional, you're going to want to cut it this way. Do the 2 1/4 inch cut first. I don't know, what is a floral really directional? I don't know that it is, but 2 1/4, and then I did do that 2 1/4. Tell me I did. Yes, thank you. Okay, and then we're going to turn it and we're going to cut it at 1 7/8, and then slide it up to 1 7/8 and cut a second piece. And I'm cutting them this way so that the two patterns actually can still match up. They don't have to, but it's kind of fun if they do, right? Oh, you're so sweet, Terry. You guys are all such patient people. I don't know how you put up with me. And then we're going to pop that super pretty floral right on the front of our card. Wow, that's pretty. Okay, so now we are going to do some stickage. Is that what we call it? We're gonna stickify it. I'm a little tired. Okay. We're going to go ahead and stick this down right here. All right. So this 1 1/4 inch panel is going to go on this side. And this 1 1/4 inch panel is going to go on the other side. All right, let's just drop this down a wee bit closer. And okay, let's stick these guys on. There's one, and then let's add this one. All right, so let's pop this on here. Okay, so there we have our pretty floral. Really, really pretty, isn't it? And we're going to go ahead and finish our card. So I'm going to bring in the Regal Flora stamp set. And we also have the Regal Flora dies here. So what I love this message right here, sending love your way. So I think we'll use that. So let's bring this out. This is a cling mount stamp set, which means it's orange rubber. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, thank you, Linda. All right, let me grab a block here. And let's go ahead. Whoops, upside down. All right, there we go. And let's go ahead and get our message stamped. All right, I'm going to bring that paper trimmer back in because if we're going to stamp this, we're going to need something to put it on. And one measurement I'm realizing, Mary, we don't have is because we're using such a dark color for our card base, we are going to want a lighter colored panel on the inside to write our message, right? So let's bring in some white, basic white cardstock. Let's get a whole fresh sheet. Why not? Why not, right? So I am going to cut this at 3/4 of an inch. I think that will be the right size for the sentiment. We can test it out and see. And then let's see, how long is this? Do you ever do that? Do you just lay your stamps right in your paper trimmer to figure out what size of paper you need? Let's go 3 1/4 and see how that works for us. We can always trim it down if it's too long, but we can't make it any longer. All right, so I think that'll work for the sentiment. And then we're going to need a piece for the inside, and I need to figure out what that's going to be. So I'm going to get my ruler here, and let's measure the center panel. So it looks like this measures at 2 1/2. So if I make my panel a little bit smaller, 2 1/4, let's try that. 2 1/4. All right, by 4. Let's see how that would work. It could even maybe go 2. No, I think that will work just fine. Okay, so there we have an inside piece. All right, friends. You know what? I'm going to grab this scrap because we're going to need something to form that little easel on the inside. So we're probably going to stamp a flower or something that's going to be the little kickstand to hold our card up. All right. I have no room. Okay, hang on. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, I almost called it eggplant envy. Now I've got eggplant envy on the brain. Seriously, let's grab the Blackberry Bliss ink pad. Mine does not look very juicy. Hang on. Make sure I get it loaded up nicely here. Let's bring in this and let's go ahead and stamp Sending Love Your Way. Oh, I got it crooked. Okay. It's not terribly crooked, but it's a little crooked. Hang on. Let's see if I can do better. I can do better than that. Maybe. No, that's better, but all right. I'm gonna get it here. So one last time. This time it's gonna be perfect-ish. Close enough. All right, let's grab the trimmer. Yeah, I did need that scrap, but not for what I thought I needed it for. All right, let's go ahead and get this cut. All right. I know I am very, yeah, I don't like it crooked. I like straight words. How about you guys? Let's see. I think I want to say we had it at, what size did we have that at? This is probably a little bit big. Well, 3 1/4. That might have been where we were at. So, yeah, I think that will work. I mean, I could trim it down a little bit more, and we could actually maybe get it down to 3 inches. Let's try that. I'm going to chop off some off of this end. And let's do a little more off of that end and just go with 3 inches. All right, there we go. Right now it's just a little bit shorter, and we can extend it either over all to one side or to the other side. We can decide that, or we could center it for that matter. Just have a little bit hanging off each end. Lots of options. All right, so where are we at here? We need something to prop this up on the inside. So I'm going to take my crooked greeting and I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to repurpose this because, you know, paper it has 2 sides for a reason, doesn't it? And that's so that we can do exactly this kind of thing. So we've got some options here. Let me show you from the front on what we want for the inside. So let me show you that original card. So this one I used the greeting popped up to be the little kickstand, right? This time we're going to use a flower. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. What do you guys think about this little flower here? Or we could do this set of leaves. This I think is going to be too big. And this actually almost looks too big as well. So I'm thinking maybe so let's let me know if you want to do leaves or the flower there. The leaves might almost, I think they would work. Leaves or the little flower. Let me know your preference. Yeah, thank goodness for 2 sides. Yeah, you got that right? And while you're voting on what our image is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and just pop this piece on the inside. Now, I'm not going to stamp my sentiment yet, because what I do love about this greeting, Sending Love Your Way, is it could be birthday. It could be thinking of you. It could be anniversary. It could be so many things. And so I'm going to reserve my judgment on what I'm going to be using this card for, if that makes sense. I'll fill that bit in later. All right, so I've got that adhered on the inside. Looks like the majority are voting for the flower. So let's bring back our little scrap here. And we'll just try out this little flower, see what we think. Also have some small words. We could do, Sending Love Your Way. And then inside we could do missing you, and that could be the little stand. Okay. But we're going to try a little flower so we can leave our card available for interpretation for any event, right? All right, so I've got that on my block. Let's go ahead and get that inky here in my Blackberry Bliss. This pad needs more ink on it. I called it Blackberry Bliss that time. I see my friend Carol Rosengren is watching. Carol was my very first team member to ever join my Stampfield Stars team 26 years ago. And so she also will remember Eggplant Envy. All right, we've got this Blackberry Bliss flower here. Again, my pad is not very inky. I actually have a new Blackberry Bliss, but if I use that, it would probably be too dark because it needs a little bit of priming because it's going to be super juicy. All right, so we're going to die cut that out with the matching die from the stamp set here, or excuse me, the die set. So let's bring in our die cutting machine. Let's finish our card up. All right, so pop this on here. Can you guys see that? I think you can. Okay, so you could cut after love and then put your way for the stand. That would work really well. You're right. Oh, that's a good idea. So what she's saying is, was that Judy that had that suggestion? Judy French, I think. So what she's saying is, oh, come here, you. She's saying cut it right after the word love and put sending love on the front and then inside your way. That would absolutely work. Let's see what our little flower guy looks like. If it looks dumb, then we can go that way. We have another option, right? I'm going to grab a sticky note here and just hold this in place. Now, when you're cutting little dies like this, let me show you this up close. Can you see that? Oh boy, is that gonna make sure it's somewhat focused here? Do you see the little hole in the end of the die? When you line up the die over your image, and one end of your image is super skinny, like the stem, make sure that you can see the stem through that little hole. It's pretty easy to see white versus the Blackberry Bliss, like it does stand out. And then you know that your stem will be properly die cut and not a bunch of white space. I hope that makes sense. And flowers are one where this is pretty common, a flower die like this, especially a tiny one. All right, let's tack that down, okay? All right, and here is our top plate. And we're gonna send this through. Ooh, I'm gonna shake everything here. There we go. All right, I'm going to set this aside because I think we're done with that. Let's see what our sweet little flower looks like. All right, so you can see by lining up that stem with the hole in the bottom of the die, I was able to capture the full stem and it didn't get chopped off, right? So let's pop that in here. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and finish our card up here. So this little flower is going to be inside on a dimensional, and that's going to be our little prop to hold up our front piece. So I would require some dimensionals. Let's go with, boy, I don't know if I can squish a full one on there. I'll check. Might be just a skosh too big. Oh, no, you know what? It fits almost perfectly. Can you see that? And then why not put a second one here, a little one, on the smaller flower. Is there another flower? Yeah, two flowers. They're almost like tulips, aren't they? But I don't think they are tulips. Generic flower, we'll call it. So here we go. All right, so let's go right here. And there is our little stand. And then we're going to just attach our words. so we can have them hanging off the, so I'm going to kind of, I don't want to cover up this pretty Blackberry Bliss flower here because it kind of goes with our whole card. So I guess I'll put it more where the white flower is, I guess. Yeah, I'll put it right there. Could have it extending this way, but I think I'm going to have it go this way. Again, you could also center it. And I'm not going to pop it up, actually. You could. I'm just going to stick it straight on there. Let's go right here. All right, so let's check out. I have a frog in my throat. A center slide easel card. So it slides up, props up on the flower, and then it stands for display. Oh, Melody just bought this bundle and the designer series paper, so she's gonna give this card a try. Now our other option that was not voted for was these two patterns together. And that's actually the one I started playing with this card before I went live. Should we take a look at that? Let's pull it in here. So let's take this one and stick it down and see which one you like better. So I already stuck those panels on. So as we discovered when we first looked at this Regal Winter Designer Series paper, it actually comes with two patterns that are very similar. These two patterns look very similar, but they're slightly different. This one has the Eggplant Envy in it, where this one has more of the Cherry Cobbler. And then we're going to go ahead and stick this on. Go. So both are really nice. They just look slightly different, right? Do you have a preference? Which one do you like better? While you're voting on that, you know what? Let's finish this one out. Why not? Why not? So I'm going to grab the pretty peacock is also really rich and pretty, right? So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. Oh goodness, Mary, do you remember what size I don't remember what size we cut this. All right, well, there's a way to find out. Uh-oh, I've lost my ruler. All right, get your beverage ready here. Oh, found it. Found it. It was under the stamps. Take a sip, everyone. So I'm a messy crafter, and when I lose things, we play a little game here. When I find it again, we all take a sip. It's 2 1/4 by 4. I'm going to write that right on our measurements right now. 2 1/4. Hang on. Require a pen. 2 1/4 by 4 inside. There we go. Kind of messy, but I think you can understand it, right? All right, so let's 2 1/4 by 4. That's what we're doing. We're cutting this right here. All right. 0 sugar Coke. All right. You like Eggplant Envy better than Blackberry Bliss? I actually think the name Eggplant Envy is cute, but I think I actually like the Blackberry Bliss color more than I liked Eggplant. I can't remember. It's hard to remember colors. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think maybe I remember it, but I bet if I saw it, I'd be like, oh, it was that color? All right, let's pop this on the inside of the card. Mary is on top of it as always. She is always on the ball. Thank you, Mary. We appreciate all that you do for us here on the YouTube channel, keeping me in check. It's not an easy job. All right, so that's looking pretty nice too, isn't it, friends? All right, so let's do our sentiment. And I had trouble stamping the sentiment because I think I did not mount it. I don't think I mounted the label quite the right way. So it was 3 by 3 3/4. No, it was 3 by 3/4. 3/4 inches wide by 3. Goodness gracious. Okay. And let me wash my inky stamp. And this one, let's try Judy's suggestion of cutting the words apart for this one, okay? got my Stampin' Scrub, but where is my, oh, found it. I put it away. My Stampin' Mist, yay. So we're just gonna put a spritz of this on here. Give this a quick little scrub. And we are ready to switch over to some pretty Peacock ink. All right, hang on. Pretty Peacock, here it is. Found it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stamp this. All right, and what, okay, what was I kept stamping it wrong. I think it was, all right. Okay, I'm a little bit nervous now. Hang on. All right, I'm gonna try it. Cross your fingers, everyone. Hold your breath, something like that. Okay, I got it a little bit high, but I got it straight, so I am happy with that. Sending love your way. And then what Judy suggested we do is cut these apart. I'm going to do that with scissors, but I'm going to go with the paper trimmer for that one. And cut that. So the front will say sending love. The inside will have pop-up being your way. All right, let's give it a go. Yay. All right, so we're going to put this right here. Well, let's see, where do I want to put this one? You can see that you've got many options. I think I'm going to put it right in the middle. How about right there? So this one, I also do, I'm going to do this flat because I am going to have a little pop-up piece on the inside of the card. So I want the front to be nice and flat. And then your way on the inside. Low. And then when you prop it up, it says sending love your way. Brilliant. Thank you, Judy French, for coming up with that idea. All right, let's go ahead and stick this on with the dimensional. I think one will do it here. How do you clean the stamp cleaner? Oh, you mean the Stampin' Scrub pad? You just run it under a faucet, and all this gunky ink comes gooping out. And then when it starts running clear, you know that you're good to go. I know years ago, people used to put it in the top rack of the dishwasher, but I didn't have good luck with that. It did get warped. So I just do it that way now, and that works really well for me. So sending love your way and sending love your way, right? All right, now the tough part. Which one is your favorite? Blackberry Bliss or Pretty Peacock? Which one are you liking better? I'm going to go ahead and bring in the measurements here for this simple card. Now you could see how you could use your creativity and use any of the papers that you have and change it up. Like let's grab one of our Craft Your Noon flip flap window cards, like the Thoughtful Journey paper. Wouldn't that be beautiful with this? So many options that you could do. You could do a Christmas card. You guys are liking the Blackberry Bliss one, and that was the one that you picked first. So you're staying with your first option. That is great. Now okay, hang on, bear with me. I've been dying to try this new ribbon. So this is from the mini catalog. It might be out of stock. I'm not sure. But it is Blackberry Bliss with gold edging. And let's just see what it would look like if you added just a little knot. And I know a bunch of you are going to say, no ribbon, no ribbon. But let's just see, friends, if we just tied this, and there we go, and took our ribbon snips and just did a little trimmage here, and then added that right there on the end. Like, wouldn't that be a little extra fancy? Let's try it. All right, you like the Blackberry Bliss, but you like cutting down the sentiment, right? Yeah, all good options. Where is my Did anybody see my glue dots? Seriously, where are they? Oh, found them. They were in a weird place, but they have been located. So take a sip, everyone. Let's grab our take your pick tool and let's just see what it looks like with the ribbon. Just for fun, right? Just for fun. We're all about fun here at Sue Stanfield. No ribbon, no ribbon. Yes, ribbon. All right, I'm just going to pop that right there. And I'll bring it up nice and close so you can see. Totally optional to add the ribbon, but it does give it a nice little flare. So, and then prop it up right like that. So, we're all about options. Of course, you could add bling to these. Totally your choice, right? We get to play, right? It's totally up to you. Like now that we have that ribbon on there, you could add a little bit of gold with some gems. Do we have any? I don't think we have any. Hang on. No, that's shaded spruce. I don't think. Oh, wait, that's not true. Okay. I do have a pretty peacock ribbon here that has gold in it. I'm just saying we don't have to use it, but we could. So let's try that. And if you don't like ribbon, leave that part off. It's your card and you get to be the boss and make it however you want, right? So just tying a simple knot, trimming that down. And I'm doing it, you guys. I am a ribbon person, I gotta say. I know not everybody is, and that is totally okay. Let's go ahead and oh, thank you, Luana. I'm so glad that you found it amusing and not annoying, because I am a little bit sleep deprived and a little bit silly tonight. So you guys are all so patient and wonderful. Crafters are the nicest people. They really are. All right, there it is with that little bit of blingy gold on it. The pretty peacock ribbon. I forgot we even had that one. So yeah, I thank you for letting me play with a little bit of ribbon. Icing on the cake. I like that. So awesome. All right, let me put the measurements out here so that you guys can get your screenshot. And then you can, it just felt wrong to not add an embellishment to the card. And I think ribbon was the way to go instead of our usual blingy, but that's also an option. All right, I'm gonna just raise that up a skosh. How's that look, guys? Can you get that on the screen? Let me hold it still so that, oh, thank you, Carol. Oh, you guys are awesome. You put up with me. So kind of you. All right, so make sure you get your screenshot in. And somebody asked where Mercy is tonight. Mercy is crashed out on one of the mini dog beds or my bed or somewhere soft and cushy tonight. She's not in my stamp room at the moment. We took over a 4-mile walk today with a friend, and so she is a little tired. All right, I'm going to flip the camera here. Hit the right button. Yay! Thank you so much for helping me design our cards. I think you did an amazing job. They look great. As always, I will post pictures tomorrow in the Sue Stampfield Facebook group. And we'll put up a little thumbnail here on our video. And again, the next project sheet email, project sheet email will be going out at the end of this month. It'll be the last one for September. So if you're not currently getting the project sheets, you can go and subscribe right there. If you are on my team or you qualified for this last Crafternoon and got a packet to make the card with me in the video, your tutorial was emailed out to you last night, so check your inbox for that. And the blog post should be up now. It should have gone up about 23 minutes ago for that one. And then if you'd like to create with me next month for Crafternoon, just place an order in my online store, $50 before tax and shipping. as long as you're in the US, and you will qualify. You don't need a host code or anything like that. Oh, and the clearance rack was refreshed today. So there's a bunch of bargains out there. So be sure to check those out. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic night, and we'll see you soon. I'll be back Saturday at 7:30 Central Time with another creative demonstration. See you then. Bye-bye.